And hello there guys, and welcome to another video on the channel. And today we are on Battlefield 5, and they've released a new map. So they've released a new map, and it's on the Pacific now. And honestly, I haven't played Battlefield in a long time, but I can tell you now that this is probably one of the most amazing maps that I've ever played on, and attention to detail is so realistic. I'm not even gonna lie, so I'm not. Like, it is actually just the most amazing map that Dayz could have added. You know, when it comes to details, they've got the Japanese bunkers and all that correct. The whole idea, breakthrough is just generally amazing. I've had so many amazing battles on here already and you know, it's just so good. So basically, this is the Pacific. It is the Americans versus the Japanese, and it's up to the Americans to storm the beaches and progress. So we have to capture the objectives, like the flag. So we do, and the Japanese have to stop us. Now, it's kind of like the Japanese have the high ground, we have the low ground. And the more we push them back, the more of a chance that we're going to progress and win the game, obviously. But now details, right? Japan you have to push them all the way back to the final objective, and that's up in the mountains over there. So it is. And it is so well detailed, this map. Right now it's my favourite map, and this is like the first time I've returned to Battlefield in a very long time. And I am very impressed with it. Because the game had felt quite stale since I last played. There wasn't very much being done to it. But now with this new map, it has brought like a new set of life to the game. The game is no longer, you know, I don't feel like it's stale. They've added some new weapons as well. They added the M1 Grand, the traditional weapon, and it feels so good. So it does, you know. And honestly, like, I was in the Japanese team the other not so long ago, and it was literally just the most intense battle ever. I was up on there, sat up on that hill there with my blinding machine gun, and I was just mowing down everyone. It was just such an amazing experience, because that's what would have happened during the battle. You know, you would have had the Japanese in their bunkers and stuff like that shooting, you know, taking the Americans from supplies. It was just overall, you know, so realistic details. That's the one thing that Dayz always do. They always pay attention to details with this, and it really does feel at times that you're on the beach trying to storm to get further up to Japan. Now, objective is A, obviously, so we have to get this stage here, and then we'll move on up towards the next two objectives. And Japan, when you're on the Japanese team, you can defend so well, you know, because of the advantages you get. You know, there's literally, I've seen people just using machine guns and killing everyone, and there's snipers as well. You know, most of the time when you're on the American team, you're sort of having to keep your head down, so you're away from snipers and people like this. Right, we'll get back. Oh no, I'm stuck. But basically, overall, I would give this a good 10 out of 10. Like, I know that sounds ridiculous, because like, what map gets 10 out of 10 these days? But this just feels so... It feels so good. It just feels fun. There's a lot of teamwork. You know, the players are working together more often, because last time I was on here, nobody was working as a team. Everyone was sort of just rushing in. You know, like right now we're moving up as a team, as a force. We're going up. We're going to the nearest piece of cover. We're using that cover. We're reviving each other. The game just feels so refreshed, and this map is a massive refreshment. Unfortunately, I can't revive him. But then you see the Japanese are just bombarding us. You know, you get these feelings that, you know, the map has made the game so much more refreshing, and I'm gonna die or something. But basically, see if you do push the Japanese back all the way further up, like I've got a clip, so I'll show you like near the end of the video, of basically me and a tank, you know, moving upwards to capture the final objective. And it just felt so good, like, to see this in the game. You know, there's no real other first-person shooter out there that can do this. I just kill him. There we go. But overall, guys, I'd say this is very positive. You know, and you have flamethrowers now. You have flamethrowers. You have M1 Grands. You have the Sherman tanks. So you do from the Americans, and the type. Is it 69 or something? I may have got that wrong. Which is what the Japanese use. I'm just trying to pick off some people all the way up on the hill there. It is quite a big battle, and you know, you're having to constantly stay down because of the explosions. So yeah, and it's literally just make your way up as slowly as possible, because even using the tanks as cover can make a difference. And of course you want to stay away when that happens. But honestly, the only thing that this is missing is a form of hardcore. So yeah, that, like, could you imagine hardcore on this map? Like, it would be so good, so realistic. And like, I get quite a lot of kills the odd time, but it's because when I do die, it's because the enemy players don't die instantly. You know, because it's like on core, you know, people don't take full damage. You know, for instance, him there, right there, he should have been killed after the first couple of bullets. You know, it took, you know, almost a full mag. But then again, that could be down to my bad accuracy. But you know, I just feel like hardcore. I think if they add hardcore to this game, like in general, I think it would be much better. We're going to use this as cover, essentially. Well, it's this thing like this, you know, this is things like Call of Duty. I know that this isn't about Call of Duty, this video. If you want me to make a video about Call of Duty and Battlefield, you know, why, well, like, I don't want to say I leave my what I prefer to the end of this video, but, you know, at the end of the day, this just doesn't feel, this feels so amazing. And well, they also added the Thompson machine gun, submachine gun as well. So as you can see, we're just making our way up. There's some mountains as well. We're just making our way up slowly towards A and B. Now they have taken out quite a lot of our reinforcements. So they have. But like guys, as you can see now that we have just taken the objective, both objectives on wood. But obviously, like, I'd love to show you, I will show you some clips of being up in the mountains, because they are, it is such, like, if you remember, is it Metro from Battlefield 4? The subways used to be that so chaotic. They used to be so chaotic, and like you could never ever, you know, it was like backwards and forwards with, you know, RPGs, rockets, grenades going off. You know, there was so much to it. Like the mountains, when you get up to the mountain section, it reminds me of that, and I loved everything about that. So I did. It was just so good, and this brings back similar memories when you get up to the mountains. And I see a few people over there. But overall, very good map. And there's also the other map. It's where you take, well, the Americans have to take the Air Force. So they do, the airfield. So they do, and again, it's great. There's a tank over there. As you can see, I'm just in cover. So I'm just slowly trying to make my way around without getting shot. Essentially trying to take out any enemies. Like the Japanese can come over to our side and, you know, really take our side, but you know, their job is to defend and overall. Like, but this is when the Japanese have the high ground. I'm hearing the memes right now. But the Japanese have the high ground. That's when, you know, they have their machine guns and snipers. So they... Oh, good, yeah. But as you can see, guys, yeah, this is just... It can be chaotic, but at the same time, it is a good chaotic. So it is. I'm just gonna possibly show you some of the tank gameplay just before I sort of end this on a positive. This is the Sherman tank, and obviously I'm not driving, but here we are. I'm on the Top Gun on a Sherman tank, and we're just making our way up forward. And tank gameplay is really good as well. I feel like it's a lot better than what it was at the start. And you can see that we can just sit here and annihilate the Japanese from long range. So essentially we do have, the Americans do have that to try and counter the Japanese having... I'm going to get off here and die. But that's tank gameplay, guys, and I'm now going to end this video basically with some quick, like I'll be at the very top of the mountains, and of course I'll show you the end result of this match. So thanks for watching. That's the end of me now, and I'll see you guys in the next video.